The next episode is called Roadhog, which is a cute pun, but can you change it to Roadkill instead? Please, it would make Robotnik a very happy man. The episode begins with Sonic being a public menace, so business as usual, except for once, there's justice in the world and a police officer is chasing down Sonic for his crimes. The police officer charges Sonic and Tails both for speeding. Not sure if that applies when you are on foot, but I'm just happy to see Sonic get pegged for something. Also, the value of Mobiums is inconsistent. Again, big surprise. Sonic and Tails are sent to a judge for a hearing, and the judge is a reasonable individual that wants justice to be served, sentencing them both to 30 days in jail. And away we go! To prison! I know it's open spaces, but I'm willing to count this as an entrapment scene if you are. What's more, they both get pegged for talking out of turn and harassing an officer, adding even more time. This episode's amazing. The duo finds a smelly skunk that was arrested for harvesting hallucinogenic flowers. I may be reading too deeply into this, but that's what I'm seeing. Tails thinks he's a chicken now. Oh fine, they have an antidote, but the officer sees this anyway, so they get more jail time! Meanwhile, Scratch and Grinder are at a pollen factory. Oh yeah, okay, I see where this is going now. Scratch nearly sneezes at the stuff, but holds it in, with Robotnik coming behind him to tell us his plan to spray Mobius to make them accept him as ruler. You know where this is going. Scratch sneezes, the pollen gets everywhere, and now Robotnik thinks he's a dog. Even his Grounder must be disintegrated at once! They goof around with Robotnik for a bit until they accidentally give him the antidote. It ends with some justified robot abuse. Now back to Sonic and Tails doing hard labor. Unfortunately, it can't last. They assume the guards are being hypnotized, so they give them the antidote. Somehow, this baseless assertion is actually correct, so they relent. Guards tell Sonic that they was brainwashed by Robotnik because, of course. Sonic runs off to stop Robotnik with Tails going in to make more antidote. The half-reassembled robots are trying to put themselves back together. Robotnik tells them off for being dumb just in time for Sonic to ruin their fun. Or at least tries to, but Sonic is extra dumb as he gives Scratch time to dump the pollen on him. So now, Sonic thinks he is an ordinary slow-mo, as Robotnik puts it. So he lets Sonic leave as Robotnik heads out to spread his seeds to the world. I refuse to reword that. Tails and the skunk make more antidote. Think they'll need a bit more than this, but sure. Good start. Scratch and Grinder find Sonic while on the road and try to run him over, but fail despite him not even being fast anymore. Incredible. Sadly, Tails arrives in time to bail Sonic out before he makes my joke at the start of the episode a reality. But he dropped the antidote and the dumb boss drive over the bottle unwittingly. Hooray for convenience! Tails decides to follow our ordinary slow-mo, being shocked by his behavior. He doesn't even want chili dogs anymore, he wants a hamburger! A biker gang arrives and belittles the ordinary slow-mo until somehow the hypnosis convinced Sonic that he is juice now, which leads to this. And then he's told that he's going to be up, over, and gone. You know, Sonic's catchphrase. So yeah, he's basically Sonic again. Boo! Well, until he is told that he is now the leader of the biker gang, that I am just now realizing is called the Roadhogs. So that's where the name comes from. Robotnik and the robots, meanwhile, begin dropping the pollen around and telling the citizens they love Robotnik, the supreme dictator of Mobius. We see Sonic terrorize another police officer, which, brainwashing or no, is still a crime. So add that to the list. Tails gets some hazmat suits and earplugs from a nearby store, probably stolen, and use them to fix Sonic back to himself, sadly. Even worse, Sonic turns the gang into his slaves. Not even a joke. At least with the Robotnik it's expected. I can only handle the double standards for so long, Joe. The biker slaves take down Scratch and Grinder from what I can only assume is the bikers mishearing Scratch, which, if intentional, is hilarious. Sonic launches himself up to Robotnik and taunts him a bit. Oh, you know, I haven't heard that line. It's almost calming in a way. In the same way rewatching a nostalgic bad movie is, but still. Sonic pops the blimp leading to Sonic being caught by Tails. The episode ends with the Robotnik falling into a swamp and being chased by an angry, aggressive alligator. The Sonic Says is about asking the police for help. Guess they realized the anti-police memo of this episode and tried to appeal to both sides. A little too late now, and frankly, I'm too distracted by Human Hands Grounder again to think of anything else here. The episode is actually decent for the most part, if only because I've grown to hate Sonic so much in this show that seeing him serve jail time and become a hardened criminal seems like the correct course of action for the series. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and have a good one. Bye-bye!